doing? Happy Thursday. It's not even Friday yet. We got a lot going on. How are you guys doing? It has been, I feel like it's been a hot minute and I have missed you guys, and we're already hitting level 5 hype train. But don't forget, guys, we have less than a week, a little over a week to get in on those 2 RTX 3070s we're going to be giving away here on the show. So if we're going to be giving those away to 2 lucky subs. So if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, or just even at twitch.tv/Robeytech, drop your free Amazon Prime subscription. And you could potentially walk away with one of these awesome GPUs we're going to be giving away, announcing the first not in 2 weeks on Wednesday. So yeah, you want to get on that, make sure you get on that. You can maybe walk away with like one of the 3070s that we have here as well. Just waiting for the time code to connect, and then we'll be good, and then we can get started with the show. How is, oh, that's not the one I wanted. How is, there's a great view of the inside of the Corsair 5000D. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the show. I am, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate the nano leafs going on there. Big CKCC, thank you so much for the 50 subs. We're already at 59. Burke CG, thank you very much for your 1 gifted sub. Super appreciate you as well. Guys, we have a great show today. All sorts of stuff. That you wore a shirt to match. Yeah, that's right. I wore an Arctic shirt. Even my bands, like I went legit, like I'm all starting to be like nice in terms of how I dress and stuff like that. So trying to look good and stuff like that. I'm glad NSP4004. Yeah, the 5000D is cool. And the main reason that we're basically doing this, and I'll talk a little bit more when we get a little further in, the main reason we're doing this is specifically to get the ultimate review. So do thermals, do performance. You guys are going to see a full-blown like analysis of this build that'll go with our ultimate review series that we have started with the P200A. We have the Deep Cool Matrix 40 coming out next week. So all sorts of really great stuff. But let's see, how high can we get it? Can we get over 1,000? Can we kick off Thursday right with over 1,000%? Let's start that. We're already on our way to a $100 Newegg gift card already. Can somebody just, let's see what we can do. We have 1 minute and 17 seconds left, and let's see what we can do. And hopefully a bunch of people, like, remember, if you want to get extra entries towards those RTX 3070s, we're giving away 2 gifted subs, or subscribing to tier 2, tier 3 also gets you extra entries on those giveaways as well. So let's see what we can do. 764%. What can we do and finish it out? Thank you very much for all that sort of stuff. I'm a day early for what? What am I a day early? What? CKCC dropping 10 more. There he goes, 1,000%. CK is like, look, you know what? I'm just going to make sure we do it. What's up, everybody? Who else is going in there? Looks like we got some other ones in there. We got Seduci. Thank you very much for your tier 2. CK dropping some more. Appreciate that. And go from there. So yeah, it's going to be absolutely awesome. Any news on the 3080 Ti? Rumor is that the announce is supposed to happen next week, with embargoes lifting sometime in early June. But I have not heard anything. And even if I could tell you, even if I knew, I couldn't tell you. But I do know that it is it's getting there. So Static Shock, thank you very much for that Prime subscription. You are awesome. Thank you very much. House on a Hill, 10 months. Welcome. Slimmy Jim 22, awesome. Thank you very much for yours as well. We're gonna go ahead and just get out of this because I just think we're gonna have to not do it with the time code and go back and just start recording. This thing's being weird. Okay. I have it here. It's trying. I'm just gonna hit record. Sorry to make it painful, guys, but we're just gonna have to record. Okay, so anybody, guys, welcome. Skip00319. Thank you very much for that. Zeiston, 11 months. We're coming up on the 1 year. 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Skip. Guys, welcome to Robeytech, show dedicated to PC building, tech news, tech deals, and all that sort of stuff. We have a great show for you today. One filled with all sorts of awesome, and celebrating a little bit with Newegg officially going public as a company. They are on NASDAQ now with NEGG. I don't know if anybody bought any stock or anything like that, but they are officially now on the channel. Now, one of the things that you guys will see that's brand new, and for those of you who are bit donators, I don't know if anybody's a big bit donator. We have a bunch of them. You now have new bit emojis for our bit donators, and there's sticks of RAM. There's a celebration one for 1K, there's a celebration one for 5K, a celebration one for 10K, and then an RGB one, which nobody's ever gotten, which is 25K. And we have some 10K and some other ones. So if you are a bit donor, I'm trying to see if anybody's done a lot of bits. I know we have them because I saw we have a list of them, but yeah, those just launched today. Also, you can see down below, if you're over on Twitch, hey, thanks, man. If you're over on Twitch, you can see down below, we actually have, oh, there we go. There's Najia Panda's got the 1K one right there. So you are gonna be able to see them if you are a big bit donator. We now actually have those, so super appreciate you. New custom emojis for you guys as well. The other thing that we also have is new panels over on Twitch. So Sean LaBrie's come through, thanks to Blondie, who's been revamping all of the stuff as part of Robeytech 2.0. We've now got all of the new panels downstairs, down below, not downstairs, down below, which you guys can check out there, which has got the schedule and all that sort of stuff. So those are up and ready now. The other thing too that Newegg is celebrating, and it's just today, so just today, and we'll talk through this real quick, is that if you order parts off Newegg today, you can get up to 10% back, up to $50 in terms of a promo card if you purchase stuff today. And there's a bunch of sales going on. In fact, if you do exclamation point deals, I put a series of deals together, mostly around M.2 drives, some RAM and things like that. So exclamation point deals, you could see those coming up as well. There's Red Dragon dropping his 10K one. You can get a whisper from those. But today, if you order stuff, if you have things you've been kind of sitting on, you're basically going to get 10% back. So think of about a 10% discount on the entire catalog of Newegg stuff today. Obviously, no shuffle items today, which was kind of sad. But if you want to get in on that, get your PC parts today. Today's a good day because you're going to get 10% back, up to $500, up to $50, which would be $500. Worth of stuff. So if you have stuff that you want to check out, on there are the deals, specifically the things that I'm using, including the M.2s that are in here, some SN 750s. Actually, you know what, why don't I just bring them up, because I went ahead and curated some deals for you. If you want to check them out, you don't have to. More the point is that it's a good day to buy hardware, and it's going to be that way. There's going to be stuff all throughout the week. They're celebrating them getting on the NASDAQ by doing this stuff. So I actually curated, we'll walk them through real quick. One thing I put on here has absolutely nothing to do with deals, but it's on sale, which is pretty crazy. Check it out. The ROG Crosshair 8 Dark is in stock at retail. So that is for sale. I actually picked one up today, but I wanted to make sure that we actually had that list in there for now. So exclamation point, if you want to get there, the ROG, if you're looking for an absolutely amazing motherboard, that's in stock. There you go, right there. I know a lot of people have been looking for that board. We've had a couple people actually ask about it, and so there it is right there. LL120s, which I've used a lot, both the white and the black. There's a promo code for $40 off, plus the 10% that you're gonna get if you spin them today. 3-pack for $129.99. These are the best performing Corsair fans. The white are actually slightly better than the black, but if you're looking for great performing, semi-noisy, RGB fans that have a lot of control, the LLs are great. I don't know if the CFM, I don't have a thing, but the CFM, they're the best in terms of CFM and even the H2O performance. And so those are on sale right now for $129.99 with $40 off, making them $89 for a pack of 3. And I think you can get up to 2. So I've shown this RAM on here before. This is 16 gigs at CL16, 3200 megahertz. And not only is it 3200 megahertz, which is okay. I mean, not the fastest, but the fact that it's CL16, so that's a really low, tight timing, $89 right now. And then I put a couple of these just because these are really good deals for pre-builts. So this is a 3070 and a 3060, both for sub 2K with a 10700KF. So if you're looking at like, I think Modern Warfare, we actually just did a test on that. So if you're looking at Warzone, you're looking at about 80 to 90 frames per second at 1440p, over 400 plus frames per second on Fortnite. For your typical RTX games at 1440p, like Tomb Raider and all those things, you're looking at 100 frames with DLSS, and then slightly less at a 3060. Closer to, I mean, you're still going to get closer to 400 frames on Fortnite. Same thing with Warzone, it's going to be in the 60s at 1440p, so better at 1080p. all that sort of stuff. So again, really great systems. Still a little hefty markup, but 1 terabyte of storage and 16 gigs of RAM with a RTX 3000 series card for those prices is actually really good. So I wanted to put those up there. I know a lot of people actually like ABS systems. There's not as big of a markup as there is on some of the other ones, and the fact that they're in stock is actually pretty good. And then again, I talked about those Western Digital SN750s. You've got Western Digital Blue cards all on sale. And then I'm torn on this one. I'm torn on this one. So the Ryzen 7 5800X is on sale. This stupid CPU runs so bloomin' hot. We've been doing some extensive testing on this. Now it's still, for that price, your performance for price is great, right? Like 429 bucks. So this is like about, I think it's $40 off. Plus you get another $10 off. You can buy one. I bought 2 today. So you can buy them. We did buy them. Just know that you're gonna have to cool the ever-living heck out of the CPU. And even when it's super cool, you're talking about running in the 80s. And so if you're looking for a great CPU, you're definitely gonna wanna AIO this. But 429, all of it is in stock, 5600Xs, all that sort of stuff. Plus you're gonna get $10 back for every $100 you spend, up to $500. So there's a couple deals. There's some other ones that are on there, but wanted to basically highlight those because it is, and it has been very rare, it is actually, you know, given these deals an okay time to buy parts. So I know getting a GPU, but if you're looking to upgrade your storage or get faster storage or anything like that, there's some really good options there. And especially if you want to swap maybe to another drive or whatever it was. Not perfect, no GPUs obviously, because that sucks, but still some stuff in there. And if you want to check it out, it's going till midnight tonight. So you have, what, 6.5 hours, and then in 6.5 hours, the deal goes away. And then there'll be some other stuff throughout the week, but I don't think anything as good as that. So going from there. Yeah, Galahad AIO is great. I like that one too. So going from there as well. So yeah, what did you guys think? Anything that you saw there from the deals perspective that you thought was actually pretty interesting? Anybody, any ideas? 10850K is a good CPU, absolutely. Definitely better than the 10850. Look at that filth pig dropping his 10K, that's awesome. Yeah, the SSD, oh, and I put that in there too. There was this really crazy, oh, I didn't put it in here. Oh, that sucks. XPG, I ended up ordering one. Let me show you this thing that I ended up ordering. Where is it? Order history. I ordered this today just because I hadn't seen it before. Check this out. I'll bring it up. Check this out. I ordered this today. I was just interested in checking it out. I ordered, look at this RGB NVMe SSD. I bought one of these today. It's it was $37 off. Look at the RGB on this thing though. It's a 1 terabyte for 100 bucks with full RGB. We'll check this out. I'll show it off on the show a little bit later. This is from XPG. I ended up picking this up today as well. So it's a Gen 3x4 M.2. I've liked XPG stuff, so it just has a really neat RGB pattern. We'll throw it in a build sometime in the next couple weeks so you guys can basically see it. But it's promotional price right now for 6 hours for 100 bucks, which is usually 140 bucks with all that RGB. Another option there. Here, if I could add it to the deals, I will. Here, I'll add it here in a sec because I got to update the other thing. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that as well because I thought it was actually pretty cool. No idea how it performs. No, this is not like a recommendation. It was just, hey, that's neat. Look at the pretty. So I'll put it in there. Let me update the giveaway stuff here real quick. We're at 85 subs already. And then we'll talk about parts and all that sort of stuff. Okay, we have 85 subs. So we're on our way to a $100 Newegg gift card. We have 85 subs. Oh, we need 100. We have 8505. There we go, right there. Okay, so we got that all good. And I'm gonna go add that thing real quick to the deals. So if you guys, again, I'll remind people throughout the day, exclamation point deals if you wanna check those things out and go from there. If you, again, it just whispers you and you can see these in the thing. Okay, I've added that to that wish list now, guys. So sorry about that, but it is up there now. It's Newegg, it's in the Newegg deals list. If you wanna pick up one of those NVMe SSDs, it's there. So, okay. Cool. Other thing I want to talk about real quick, just because it's Thursday and I know everybody's like, get to the build. We will. But I like to talk about this because these guys are a great sponsor. That is specifically if you're looking for inexpensive Windows keys. Now, I know this is something that every tech talker and every tech YouTuber and all those sort of stuff talk about. They're all deals, like CD deals, key deals like this. The one thing is that I did all the legwork to make sure that this, oh, it's not updating. Hold on one sec. Now it should, okay. Hopefully it comes up now. There it is. Okay, so yeah, I did all the legwork to just ensure that these guys weren't shady. Went through the customer service stuff. We've literally had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people here on the channel use this site for looking for specifically Windows 10 and for Office. So if you do a search here for Windows 10, there it is right here, and it'll take a little while. OEM, wow, no results. Okay, Windows 10 Pro. Don't do it. What the heck? I know it works. Windows 10. I'm trying to find out why it's not showing up. Windows 10. Did I spell Windows wrong? Okay, let's try this again. This is going really well. Huh. Wonder if something's wrong here. Okay, we're trying to see what's going on here. Usually you search for Windows 10. Okay, let's look for Office. Well, let me do it this way. Hold on. User Center, my purchase orders. There it is. Okay, so I don't know why it wasn't. Okay, let me search for Microsoft Windows 10. It's definitely in there. Oh, it's like the site. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there it is right there. Microsoft Windows 10. You can see it right there. Okay, so there's Microsoft Windows 10. So usually $121.41. You can see right now it's on sale for $21.96. If I hit buy now, right here from the site, and then if you use the code RB20 and hit apply, you can actually see that that drops down to $17.57. So if you're looking for, if you don't want to necessarily know, I know a lot of people don't need to activate Windows, it's not an option or whatever it was, but CDK deals, you're going to see the link show up here in a minute. If you're looking for inexpensive Windows, you want to do it, you don't want to pay full price, these are a great option. You can talk to people who are just here within the channel. A lot of them have actually used it. We've had a couple people who have actually had issues with their keys. People have immediately basically been able to rectify that and all that sort of stuff as well. So check them out, cdkdeals.com. Worth giving it a go and all that sort of stuff. I think that's everything. I think I've gone through all of the precursor stuff. And then, oh yeah, I should probably talk about the giveaways, and then I think we can start talking about builds and all that sort of stuff. So going from there. Okay, so a couple things. Let's talk about giveaways, and then let's start building, because we do have a big build today, and I know people are looking forward to getting that going in there. So a couple things. We're going to be giving away 2 NVMe 1 terabytes today, just to celebrate Newegg's being on Newegg being on NASDAQ. So we're going to give away 2 1 terabyte NVMe SSDs today. The first one that we're going to be doing, hold on, I'm going to check this real quick while we're going from there. The first thing we're going to be doing is for 2 hype train level 5 hype trains. Okay. Oh, it's people are having, okay, so we have a link to it. So we're gonna put a link to that for the CDK deals. Apparently it's the searches issue going. I'll talk to CDK deals about this and go from there, but we're gonna get you guys a direct link. Tom's basically found it for me, so thank you very much for that for Tom. Okay, so giveaways. Sorry, going back to that and then we'll get back to that. Couple of giveaways. We're gonna do 2 1 terabyte NVMe's. The first one we're gonna get for 2 level 5 hype trains. We get level 5 hype trains here on the channel, then we'll give away 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. We just already got one over 1,000%. Thank you very much. We're at 91 subs already, and that's going to be awesome. If we get 700 likes on the YouTube stream that is currently happening right now over at youtube.com/Robeytech, we get 700 likes on that, we'll also give away another 1 terabyte NVMe SSD going to one lucky winner. And you can just head on over, if you're over at twitch.tv/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to youtube.com/Robeytech. Just hit that thumbs up button. Doesn't cost anything. Just hit that button, and then all of a sudden, we'll give away another 1 terabyte NVMe. We'll give both of those away near the end of the stream, typically. The last one, as you see down there below, is you see that $100 Newegg gift card. It's right now 91. We get to 100 subs, it becomes a $100 Newegg gift card. We get to 150 subs, it becomes a $150 Newegg gift card. And then it starts getting into CPUs, like a 5600X and a 5800X. And then it becomes a 3060 and a 3060 Ti. And it starts, Jerfaz, what's up, buddy? Thank you very much for the 5 subs. Appreciate you, my friend. If we get, it gets up to 3060, 3060 Ti, and then all the way up to 3080s and 3090s if we get insane. We have given away 3080s and almost a 3090 on the stream at like what I think we got like 1600 subs on a single stream, which was absolutely insane. So again, it is a possibility, but you guys bring the hype, and then of course it gets more and more awesome the more subs that we get here on the channel. The last one that we have is we have a sub only giveaway that happens every month. For the month of this month, we'll be giving away 2 3070s to 2 lucky subs here on the channel. The way you get in on that, you can check all the details for all the legal stuff on our Discord over at discord.gg/Robeytech. But the short of it is, head on over, use your free Prime sub, your Amazon Prime sub. You get a free entry, essentially, if you own Prime, to get in and potentially win one of those GPUs. So if you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, go ahead and pop on over, drop your free Prime subscription, and you can potentially win a GPU. If you want to get extra entries for that, you can do that by basically, gifting subs, or by subscribing to tier 2 and tier 3, get you extra entries as well. Finally, we have 2 PC giveaways. One that is actually getting very close to done. That is the AMD PC giveaway that is currently happening right now. I think that closes in just a few days. You're seeing links to that stuff right now. And then finally, we've also got 2 Razer Tomahawk PCs that we're giving away as well to 2 separate winners. So you can get in on that as well. Both of those giveaways are happening right now. We have some other PC giveaways coming up in the month of June, one in partnership with Cooler Master and the other one in partnership with Seagate. We can talk a little bit about that later on. Both of those you're going to see in the next couple weeks. So we still, don't worry, just because those PCs are going away, we have other giveaways that are coming in that we're doing in partnership with other companies. Some of them not even Newegg anymore, which is crazy. So yeah, I think that's all the giveaways and all that sort of stuff. So phew, we've gotten through it all. That's all the premature stuff. It only took us, about 25 minutes. But, again, this is a show. We're still going to build a PC, and you're going to have a good time. There's still 920 people here, and it's only going to grow as we start building more stuff. So, yeah. Oh, man. What's up, Red Drago? How is it? So, how is everybody doing? That's my other question. How are you doing? We're going to do dad jokes here in a minute, but now we can just say hi. We can go through. We can start hanging out, start building, having fun. How are we all doing today? That's the question. Good. Okay. Everybody's doing well. First time here. Awesome. Thank you very much. Good. And I'm glad people like the shirt. I'm glad people are doing fantastic. I had a rough day. I'm sorry, man. Oh, tripped over a rug. That's tough. The new chicken or the new egg? That's a good question. That's a good joke. Balling up in Portland. Okay. I get it. For a long day at work. Well, guys, sit back, relax, get that duck butt ready. Because we talked about that. Get that duck butt ready because we're going to get into PC building here pretty soon. How was second dose? Not that big. I was a little tired. Took some naps. But all in all, no real problems whatsoever. It actually went very, very, very painlessly. So yeah. And then for those of you who don't know, I was actually hanging out I was up in Boulder, Colorado. I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but we have a vlog coming out for it in the next couple weeks. Was hanging out doing hosting for SG21, which is new Seagate's gaming conference. You guys will see some of that stuff. We'll be promoting tickets and all that stuff to go watch this. It'll be happening in June. You guys will be able to check it out. Some really great partnerships there, some big surprises, including some special guests that I got to go hang out with. So that should be super awesome. So that's where I was. So sorry about not streaming earlier in the week, but don't worry. We got lots coming up, including now twice a month mod Mondays. Twice a month mod Mondays are now happening. We got some other really crazy opportunities. So there's some fun on the horizon. Yeah, Boulder was pretty good. Boulder was pretty good. Hey, thanks, Tuxin. Don't worry, the other thing too is I want to remind people next week, starting Monday, we're going to add game streaming. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, it'll actually happen on the Lifestyles and Shorts channel for Robeytech. So different channel. So game streaming will be happening there. For Twitch, you guys are just going to hang out here. It's all going to be happening here. Same. But yeah, we're going to be adding game streaming here Monday mornings with Jez, and then we'll have Friday mornings with Mass Effect. happening there. It'll be happening in my other studio, so get ready for some game stream. We're going to start adding it in there. We got some really great stuff coming up for that as well, some good plans and things like that as well, so that'll be good too. How do you know if you win something? So yeah, you'll have a DM. They'll tell you all about that. Trust me, we've never had an issue with somebody not knowing they won, so you don't have to worry about that. Did you smoke weed in Boulder? No, I did not. We did check out the shops, because I mean, Colorado was where that whole thing started, but no, I did not. So we definitely saw people, but no. It's okay, Tigger. We'll still miss you. Hot Tub Wednesdays. Is that going to be a thing? Did I hit up any breweries? No, we did hit up Denver Biscuit Company. So again, supposed to be very, very good biscuits. So we hit them up, which was cool. But no breweries or anything like that. So I do not. Misfit. I have not won this. I've won like one. So it's been a while. How will you cut Snoodles? It's pretty easy. You'll figure it out. So we're going from there. Okay, guys, let's get ready. Let's go ahead and walk through the parts for today's build. Then we'll go ahead and do a dad joke, and then we'll start building from there. Okay, so starting with the CPU in this, and I'm kind of bummed because I wanted to put a 3080. When we do the analytics and we do the analysis for this, we are going to do this build with both a 3070 and a 3080. We're going to do a 3080 FTW3, but just for the aesthetics for the build, we're going to do a 3070 in this build today. We are going to do a 3080, just so if you get a 3080, you'll know how it performs versus that with a 3070. So when we do our ultimate review, you'll see information for both of those. But starting at the core of this, we're going to be using the Intel 11900K, 8-core, 16-thread. CPU, it's 11th gen, so it's the stuff that comes with it is, of course, we basically get the addition of PCIe Gen 4. Nothing super spectacular, you know, in terms of it doesn't really beat anything on the Ryzen side for Ryzen side in terms of how good it does or how well it performs, but the price has been doing what I expected it to do. What used to be a $650 price is now $589. In fact, it's you actually get Death Stranding for free if you were able to pick it up today. You still get all the benefits of all of the things that it's more compatible with, more RAM compatibility, just more app compatibility. There are still applications that still run better with Intel, etc. But all in all, Intel's got some stuff to catch up for. We know that, but still, as the price continues to go down, as the price continues to be still competitive, I mean, again, this is $10 less than a 5900X. If it gets to the $520 mark, then this would be an absolute steal for a CPU. So Intel i9 11900K is our CPU. Now, something I am excited about with Intel is, of course, this absolutely beautiful ROG Strix Z590A motherboard, probably one of the best looking motherboards out there right now. I'm hoping with either X670 or anything like that, we'll start seeing some of these. They haven't done a revamp on X570 in a while. We need a new motherboard for AMD. And with all the socket changes coming out, both with the Alder Lake CPUs for Intel, I expect us to see a bunch of new stuff coming out here pretty soon as well. But beautiful board. Z590 will show it off. It's going to look super frosty inside of this Arctic build, and really excited about that. Has BIOS flashback, has PCIe Gen 4, has Wi-Fi 6, like all of the bells and whistles that you'd want in basically a premium motherboard is basically good to go inside of this. For our storage, the parts I recommended on the list are SN750s. Some rumors of some really fast, awesome NVMe drives coming out, but right now, really like Western Digital. You can go and check you can go and watch my 670p or my 980 Samsung review to just kind of see why. These are great prosumer NVMe SSDs at a great price. They have flash, they run very fast, they have good reliability, like all of those other things that go into it. I recommended a 1 terabyte for gaming, but because we do all of our testing on 2 terabyte PCIe Gen 4, we're going to be putting this is our test drive. It's a 2 terabyte Gen 4 SN850 that we're going to be throwing in there, so we can basically do all of our testing. So all of our games are preloaded on this: COD, Fortnite, Apex, all that sort of stuff. So we're good to go. That's why you see that. But again, I put a recommended build together. It's not really going to change overall performance numbers. We just like to make sure that we stick with the same hardware across the board when it comes to our testing for that stuff. For cooling, the 11900K. And I don't know if you saw, we have our AIO cooling video, which will be out on Thursday. I know a lot of people have been asking about this. We've got our AIO Ultimate AIO guide coming out on Thursday. It tells you about how to choose an AIO, things to look for, all that sort of stuff. But one of the rules of thumbs we always say is always just kind of choose the biggest AIO that will fit comfortably inside your case. One thing that's really great about this case is that it'll do a 360. We're going to top mount this. We're going to have a slightly negative pressure situation inside of this case because we'll have more exhaust than we will intake. It might even actually be slightly overpressure, but these fans are actually more powerful than the QL fan, so it'll be slight negative pressure. So we have to worry a little bit about dust in this case. But again, great cooling capacity, more than enough cooling capacity for our Intel 11900K. You could, if you wanted to, do the H100i just to make a more even pressure situation inside the case. If you wanted to, we could add an intake to the side if we wanted to, just to make it a little bit better. Remember, this case can actually do like 11 fans or something ridiculous like that. So pretty stoked about it. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in this one and basically testing our configuration in this. So that's our cooling, should be perfectly fine. For our power, probably one of the sexiest power supplies on the planet. And this is the white ROG Strix 850 watt. Good luck finding these at retail. They're a little bit priced. I think they're about 200 bucks. You're paying for white. Nothing spectacular about it. It's a compact, powerful, beautiful power supply. And that's what you're just kind of getting with this. This case, don't really need white. You could do a black. It's a PSU shroud, so if you wanted to hide it, you could. Again, if you wanted to save a little money, the total cost for this PC all in is around $3,500. And you could save some money either by going with a black power supply or anything like that. But in terms of how these components are going to look in general, it's going to look super clean, which is great. And then, of course, the final part is the GPU. One of the best looking GPUs, just hands down out there, and that is the ROG Strix RTX 3070 white. Comes with a ring because they know it's a unicorn. Absolutely beautiful CPU. And goes well together. Now, one of the things I saw on my comments about these parts is people are like, why do you always pair Corsair with ASUS? And one of the things, if you've watched my RGB guide on this, one of the things that you guys need to be aware is that, and even Steve from Gamers Nexus did a video on this, is like, why do I have 11 applications after I build a PC? And that a lot of it has to do is that when people put like just MSI motherboard and then NZXT AIO and then blah, it's like you end up having to put like a ton of these applications to manage all that crap. The thing that's nice about ASUS and Corsair is with earlier in late 2020, iCUE became compatible with ASUS's RGB, and so you can control all of the RGB and all that sort of stuff within iCUE. Makes it really easy. At a minimum, you're only installing 2 different RGB applications, and the fact that they talk well together, you don't actually even need. You don't technically even need the ASUS stuff outside of if you want to make sure your chipset drivers and all that stuff are in there. I think, just truth be told, iCUE, as much as it's bloatware, it's still one of the best RGB applications out there. There isn't much stuff that's much better. And so I think that's a lot of the reason you end up seeing a lot of Corsair components, is just because Corsair's a big company. They spend a lot of money on software as well as the hardware. And the hardware ain't bad, you know, in terms of that. There are better fans. There are obviously better other things. I mean, they have a tendency to be more pricey, but the price is actually built into all of the software support that it kind of comes from there. So anyway, there's our build. My R is off. Thank you. Fixed. It's been acting weird lately. So that is our build for today. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to grab we'll start putting it together here very shortly. Just going to get all the stuff back on the tray, and then we'll start putting it together. Oh, and then for cooling, we're gonna have 2 sets of fans. For all of our cooling, we're gonna have, for the front fans, we're gonna be using Corsair QL120s. We're gonna have a rear QL120 as exhaust as well. And then we're also going to be, for the top fans, we're gonna leave the stock ML120s for there. So we're gonna have 2 different fan types in here. If you wanted to spend the extra money, you could. To be honest, I kept the MLs on there because they're better fans than the QLs. They sound quiet. They're better. They have better high static pressure, so they're going to get better cooling to the actual radiator. And so I didn't want to replace the fans, and aesthetically, it's going to look good because the front, you won't see the difference outside of maybe the exhaust fan. Problem is, you can't buy the ML120 Pros that come with their H1, their Capellix ones. I'm hoping at some point in time they sell them, but just for the sake of having the best performing PC in white, this felt like the best option. So that's going from there. So we're going to talk about that as well. Oh, and RAM. For RAM, I forgot about that. We got Corsair Vengeance 3600. We've got 32 gigs right here. So there's our RAM right there. This is the Corsair Vengeance. I think I put the SL on there. I decided to just put the normal Vengeance Pro. Instead of going 64 gigs, went down to 32 gigs. So there's our RAM as well. So good build. What do you guys think? Thoughts? Any questions about how we chose parts? Yeah, it's 4 times 8 gigs. Any questions about how we chose parts or anything like that? I want it, love it. Okay, good. Everybody's like classy. No, yeah, parts list is pretty good in there. Is that my 37? Just so you guys know, we never ever, very rare. Okay, well, I'm not saying never ever. Very rarely do you ever give away PCs on stream. We've given away 2 total in my entire time. So if you're coming in here wanting to get a PC win, we have 2 PC giveaways that are happening. They're in partnership with major corporations to make sure that what we had happen on TikTok doesn't happen to us, where people are like, it's a scam. We don't give away PCs here on the channel. It's just too hard. They're too expensive. So we always partner with really big corporations like Cooler Master, Seagate, and companies like Newegg to do our PC giveaways to make sure that they're fair, that they're shipped, that the tax rules apply, and all that other stuff. There is more to giving away a $3,000 plus product than just saying, hey, you win. And so that's why that always gives it. We'll always do like sub $1,000 because you don't have to worry about tax implications. So there it is. Do I like Asus ROG? I like Asus ROG, yeah. Our ROGs are great. I also like Aorus. Aorus is a great one as well. I use a lot of different parts in here, so going from there. What about scented candles? Scented candles I'll give away. We're working with Yankee Candle right now on our PSU scented candle, and that's gonna be a thing. I'm telling you. You guys wait. It's gonna be incredible. Okay, let's do a dad joke and let's get building. What do you guys think? Okay, going from here, getting dad jokes. So if you guys want to read dad jokes, if you guys want to get in on our dad jokes, we have a channel over on discord.gg/Robeytech. So if you have great dad jokes, you think, man, I got a dad joke Robey should read, pop on over to discord.gg/Robeytech, head on over to the dad joke section. Make sure you accept those rules, by the way. So many people say, why can't I see the chat? Accept the rules and then go on over, put them in there. If they're super good, I might give you credit. If they're too good, I'll just take credit for them and go from there. And I do need this dad joke t-shirt that's on here. Okay. Okay, so Super Doomsday. First dad joke of the day. This is from Super Doomsday. Studies show that humans eat more bananas than monkeys. Must be true because I've never eaten a monkey in my entire life. Okay, read that one again. Studies show that humans eat more bananas than monkeys. Must be true because I've never eaten a monkey before in my life. Oh my gosh, that one was pretty good. Okay. Okay, did you know that Mortal Kombat was actually based on an old Scandinavian worship song? Did you know that Mortal Kombat was actually based on an old Scandinavian worship song? It's called A Finnish Hymn. That one was from Jesse O. That one's good. I like that one. A Finnish Hymn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, that was pretty good. I like that one. Okay, so there's a couple. There's a good one right there. We got more on here. We got more from here that we'll read a little bit later, but that one was pretty good. Finnish Hymn. I like that one. Okay, guys, well, let's start getting our build ready. Who's ready to start building? Let's get some hype in the channel. Let's get that duck butt ready. And we'll start building here right now, unboxing this absolutely beautiful motherboard and going from there. Oh, stop. Bullet hole. Just let it go. Just let it go. What's a good CPU to use with a 3080? Depending on your depending on your GPU, your motherboard resolution. Hey, lol, thank you very much. Oh, we're at 116. Let's update that real quick and then we'll go from there. You can use a 5600X, would be a great one. I'd say that's probably, and then you could do like a 10700K if you're looking for a good option on the Intel side. Okay, let's go. We're at 121. Okay, sub goal. Okay, so ending this. Oh no, we know $150 Newegg gift card. We're at 150, we need 121. Okay. Okay, there we go right there. Okay, so it's back up in there. What's the motherboard resolution? I don't even know what that means. What does anybody know what his question means? Going on. What's a good GPU for my 5600X? I'd say you could do anything. 3060, 3060 Ti, 3070, or 3080 would be great for any one of those. I said motherboard set resolution. Oh, sorry. I meant graphics resolution, your monitor resolution. Sorry, monitor resolution. I meant to say monitor resolution, but at 1440p, you could do a 3080 with a 5600X. Thank you. That's why you guys were, yeah. I believe my mono res is 3480 by 1240. So yeah, you could do a 5600X for that. Just some of the stuff that it comes with, love blot. It's like monitor naming conventions. Like the letters just mean something in terms of differentiating them in terms of some have Wi-Fi, some have Wi-Fi 6, some have, some of them have gigabit internet. You just got to look and see what the difference is in terms of what they come with. There we go. Look at that. Look at that board, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we need, I think this uses, yes it does. We get to see those cool new M.2 connections here. This looks like it's lifted up a bit. It's got white connections and stuff like that. Okay, let's put this down. We need to use those fancy new M.2 things. Okay, so there we go right there. So here's our 11900K. First and foremost, let's walk through this a little bit. So you guys, hey, Poncho, thank you very much for the subs. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you. It is pretty, I agree. Okay, so let's walk through the motherboard real quick. This is a hefty VRM heatsink. Okay, so let's start in the top left-hand corner, guys. Top left-hand corner, we've got two EPS CPU power connectors. We've got an 8-pin and a 4-pin. For the most part, you only got to plug in this one. The second one is for it's for basically really high-end overclocking, usually called liquid nitrogen overclocking, or LN2 is another word you have for it. The only one you need to plug in is this one. It has, on rare occasion, happened where you've had to plug in both. I have had motherboards that require it, and it sucks, but I haven't had it with Asus, and I haven't had it in a long time. So I think it's not a thing anymore, but we're going from there. This is your VRM. This is what basically cools off the phase power. Look, it's even got little phase stuff that comes from this. Basically, it's what manages the phase power that goes to your CPU from here, and basically ensures that you get good power and power supply across the whole thing. This is your LGA 1200 socket. It's for 10th gen and for 11th gen Intel CPUs. It's going to change. We're going to be going to LGA 1700 or something weird like that on the next one. Look at all these little dudes. There's like little dudes and stuff. I haven't even seen all this stuff. So anyway, this socket's going to change, and as are coolers and everything else with the introduction of Alder Lake. So we have a new socket coming, but for 10th gen and 11th gen, this does work. You can stick a 10900K in here, or an 11th gen CPU in here as well. These are your DIMMs. It's still dual channel, but you can stick up to 4 sticks. Some people are asking basically from here, it's like, hey, like what is better in terms of performance? Is it 4 sticks or 2 sticks? Actually 2 sticks is actually the better performing method because it doesn't put as much stress on the memory controller. But again, this just allows you to spend less money because you can do 4x8 versus 2x16 or whatever it was, right? So again, you can spread it all out. There is some cost saving stuff in there, but best performing is actually 2 instead of 4 DIMMs if you really want to know. Up here in the top left, top right, we've actually got, these are fan headers. The only one you need to really plug in is this light gray one right here. I don't know if you can see that very well in the camera. This is your CPU one. Your CPU header, this is the one that your BIOS will actually throw an error for, just making sure that this little expensive thing that you've got plugged in is actually getting cooling, so that's why you'll get an error. 2 most important connections right here, look at me. 2 most important connections. I'm pointing them out right now. Pay special attention to what I'm showing you. Are you watching? Are you watching? These are RGB. These are gonna make everything run faster. RGB makes everything run so much faster, and the more things you have plugged into this, the more lights, the better performance you're going to get. all of it. So you just need to basically make sure that you have these things plugged in. So this is your 12 volt non-addressable and your 5 volt addressable. So, oh, the camera's blocked. Oh, you can't even see them. Dang it. I'll move it over. Okay, so these connections, these two connections right here, these two white ones, most important connections, most important right here. Right here, we've got our 24-pin ATX. These are the ones that are basically power the other 3/4 of your motherboard. This is your 24-pin motherboard. We got USB-C, USB 3.2, and then right here, look at this fancy line right here. This fancy line. These are all SATA connections. They said, you know what? We're not going to stack them. We're just going to line them up. Line them up. Why? No idea. We also get a little bit of cloth here. No idea why they did that. They just decided to. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner, we've got our front panel connectors. We've got a couple more fan headers, 2 USB 2. I still am blown away at the fact that NZXT has 3. Sorry, I like that. We've got, again, 2 of the most important connections. If you plug things into both of these, you're improving your performance by 1,000%, just so you know. Another fan header, and then you've got your HD audio. Here in the center, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 M.2. All of these are PCIe Gen 4 because they are Z590. We've got 1 by 16, 2 by 8, and 1 by 4 PCIe basically connection right there. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's your motherboard. And then, of course, and then again, we have a lot of I/O just because this is a higher end board. We've got Wi-Fi 6, 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2. We've got a BIOS flash, which allows us to basically, if we were gonna, I don't know why you would need to at this point in time, because we know that 12th gen is gonna use something else. And then you've got HDMI and DisplayPort, because again, the 11900K actually has an integrated graphics chip, something that doesn't exist on Ryzen CPUs. So it's actually useful on this motherboard. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the whole thing. RGB, that's right, Bowler, very good. If anything I've taught you today, RGB equals FPS. Okay, so from here, we're gonna start peeling, because there is a lot to peel here. We're gonna try and get this off here. There we go. There's a peel right there. Boom. Peeled. I'm not gonna take this off because last time I struggled with this. Okay, we got a peel right here. Look at that mirror. Okay, that's done. I can't tell. I think there's a peel on this. No, there is. Okay, there's a peel right there. Boom. Peeled. I think there is a peel on this as well. There we go, peel, boom. There you go, I think I got all the peels. Then we have one more here at the end, right here. Oh, peeled. So much peeling, so appealing. There we go, all peeled. Everybody happy with the peels? Okay, so now we've got that ready. Next step is we're gonna open up our CPU here, which I've actually never opened one of these from the retail packaging. So I was actually pretty excited about this. Sealing that from the back. There we go. Okay, so here let's do this together. Here we go. Magnetic. So that pops down, and this pops up. There's our Intel. Look at that. Fancy. Look at that. Very fancy. Now, okay, there's a little push button here. I think. There you go. That comes out. Fancy. And there we go. There's our CPU ready to come out. Pop that out. Little piece of tape right here for security reasons. There we go, fancy. And that is it. Okay, there's our whole thing. You get a little sticker that you can use, and we can just pop this back in like that. And this goes on top like this, seals it down again. I have to say, man, the Intel packaging is pretty nice. There we go. And boom, there we go. So we got it out and we're good to go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna install our CPU because this is fun. Bum ba da dum ba da dum, bum ba da dum ba da dum. Okay, there we go. You just pop that open like that. We're gonna take our little CPU out like this. Grab it from both sides. There's 2 little dimples, just like the smile, see? Look, they actually, I don't know if you knew this, but Intel added these dimples because of the smile. My smile, see? See, I got dimples and it's, it's the same. Anyway, I just want to let you know that's where it came from. So anyway, 2 little dimples. Just drop it down like that. Just holds it in just like that. You're gonna put this down and slide it under. Now, watch this magic. Oh, did you see that? Just popped off. Just popped off. Do you see that? Woohoo! Just popped off just like that. That's the magic right there. It just pops. Okay, so there we go. Now our hard drive's installed. I mean, our hard drive. NVMe's installed. Let's get our our CPUs installed. Let's get our NVMe's installed here. I got 2 of them right here. We're gonna use this fancy new tech. It was a nice pop. I thought so. I thought it was quality. Okay, grab this. Broke it. Nice. I do. So, Kev Tech. It's because you guys react well to it. You guys are having fun. I'm Tech Dad. That's what I do, Kev Tech. It's just we're just having fun. Just having fun. That's what it is. Yeah, I know there's a peel, guys. I know there's a peel on the bottom. Main reason being is that there's a special connection thing for this, and I'm just keeping the instructions on there, and I will take it off, I promise. I know there's a peel, guys. There's a peel. Everybody's like, there's a peel. Okay, well, I will get to it, I promise. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is take this off. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this has got dual. This has got dual sticky here. I'm gonna get this dual sticky off here. There we go. Boom. Okay, there's that one. And I'm gonna stick my 2 terabyte Gen 4 one in the top just because it needs more sticky. This is our SN850 2 terabyte PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD. So there's a little slot here in the top left-hand corner in the PCB. We're just gonna stick that in just like that. Pop it down, and then there's a little screw. No, this isn't got the fancy one. There's a little screw. Luckily, it's just pre-installed. Lift it up, put it down. Oops, I don't know how that happened. Some sort of weird magistry. There we go. Okay, then on the other side, we've also got a little bit of peel here. That's the other sticky. We're gonna turn this back over. Line it up like it's supposed to here. Let go. Let go. Okay, there you go. No, it's not lined up yet. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now we're gonna screw this in. Remember to do duck butt. Whoop. Okay, that's in. Okay, so there, we got a fully cooled PCIe Gen 4 NVMe installed. Okay, so let me show you why I didn't remove the sticky, the peel from this, because this is actually a newfangled M.2 fastener. And it's only on Z590 motherboards. It hasn't made its way to any of the other boards yet. So this will be for some people this will be new. So let's pull out our 500 gig NVMe drive here. That's right. Buck that. Okay, here we go. So we're just gonna pull this out, drop this down. There it is. See, I'm super careful with it. Super careful with it. Put this back in. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, checks out. We're gonna remove this. And then you don't have to worry about screws on this one, outside of screwing this in, but there's no tiny screws on this. So lift this up, and you can see it's got these little cool fasteners. We'll see if we zoom in a little bit more. So it's got these little fasteners, and the way this works is you're gonna stick this in like you did normally, pop it down, and then there's a little gap, and all you do is you just push this down, and then that holds it in. So you don't have to worry about losing your tiny screw. There's no additional little screws to put in. Just screw that little part on, peel your thing, and then pop it back down. Yeah, so no little screw on that one. See, and that's why I kept the peel on, so I can show you. That's why it has that little extra bit. Still gotta line it up like a boss, though. There you go. Okay. Then you screw it down. Screw that down. And now we can remove this. That's what that's showing, that there's a different fastener. Okay, the peel's gone. You guys can stop freaking out and go from there. Okay, so we got that done now. Next thing up, let's go ahead and throw a RAM in there. 4 DIMMs. So what we're gonna do is just pop all these up. There's only one side that we have to worry about here. So there's a little slot in the PCB, just like that. Just gonna pop it in just like that. Just like that, and then you, both thumbs. Oh, that was a good click. That was a good click. That was a good click. Nope. Nope, don't do what I did. So notice I didn't put it in the right way. Flip that around, line up the PCB like you're supposed to. There you go, boom. Good click. Can we get some of those click emotes? I know some of you guys have them. There we go. I know a couple of you tier 2, tier 3 people have them. Oh, that's good. Click, solid click. One more. Can I put that in right? Yeah, okay. And there we go. All of our stuff is in. Our motherboard is going from there. Now, a lot of people are talking about these mats. I want to show you guys something here real quick. These mats, you're like, hey, where do I get this mat? The mat will be on sale. We just got samples, by the way, of some of our stuff, but here is the mat that's coming. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. This is the mat that's coming. You will be able to buy this here very soon. We are working on it, but that will be the new Robeytech mat, the version of this one. That's going to basically coming in there. So that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. So you guys are going to be able to pick one of these from our store. It has a couple changes that are still being worked on, but the mats themselves have been ordered and then going from there. So yeah. So if you guys, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, I want to get this mat. We have our version of that mat coming out as very, very soon. So yeah, you'll be able to go. So yeah. A lot of people are saying like we talked a little bit earlier on about the Corsair stuff. Couple things about Corsair going from there. One, they still have some of the best PC software suites out there in terms of RGB management, just even monitoring in general, right? Whether you think it's overpriced or not, part of what you're paying for in that stuff is the software. No offense to a lot of the other companies, but whether that's Aorus or so many others, they are even MSI. I think the closest might be NZXT in terms of the software suites and the control that you can do with them. Even Asus's stuff like the Ryujin and stuff like that has been absolutely terrible. And I think Asus even called it by having their support be actually, having their stuff actually supported by iQOO was not a bad idea because, you know, like I said, Steve actually even did a whole video on the fact that basically, hey, why do I have to install different 11 applications to manage all the crap that's actually on my PC? So there is a reason that Corsair stuff is overpriced. I'm not saying that it's not overpriced. I still think that like in terms of the performance for like their fans and stuff, but what you're paying for is the amount of control you have in RGB, which is still pretty much, I don't think there's much in terms of how much, anything else it can do as much in terms of just sheer customizations you can do with Corsair. So, which is unfortunate, but we'll go through there. We'll show the GPU when we get to it. Don't worry, guys. Okay, for now, what we're gonna do, let's start doing our case prep. Actually, no, there's one more thing we're gonna do. We're gonna get our bracket installed for our AIO. Real quick. So we're gonna throw our LGA stuff on it real quick. Make sure we're good to go there. Now we are gonna be taking this build apart. So we're not gonna be taking the sticky off or anything like that. stuff in there. Well, what we're gonna do real quick is just simply go to top down, put this on the closest, just like that. Oopsie. Slide that up. Grab our little sticky things. Oh, actually hurt myself. Ugh. Motherboard tried to draw blood. Okay, then what we're gonna do is just put these in. There's that one. There we go. That one in. We are doing like, so again, there is a, somebody kind of called me on it, and fair enough, is that there is a do as I say, not do as I do. Given that what we're doing is I have a team of people who I hand these off to who basically prep all these builds and all this sort of stuff. Typically, if I was building this PC and I was just gonna do it for myself, I would build this, and we're gonna be doing a video that's actually coming out not next week, but the week after, about breadboarding your PC. But what I'll do is I'll build everything outside of the case, make sure it's flashed, make sure it boots, get everything set up, and then I'll actually put it inside of the case and then build it from there. We're gonna show you how to do that even if you don't have like a power button or whatever it was. So there is gonna be a video on that. It's part of our PC build guide series, that the AIO, air cooling and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's a step I have a tendency to skip here on the show just because I don't want the show to be an extra hour long to basically do that stuff. So yeah, just one of those things that I did notice somebody saying, hey, I typically flash and all that stuff beforehand. Cool thing about BIOS flashback on this, you don't necessarily need to do all that stuff to flash the BIOS. All you gotta do is plug a PSU in, hit the BIOS flashback button, and it'll flash it to the latest version if you got downloaded early. So. Ah, so good. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get our case prepped. Here it is, case. Oh, so this is the Corsair 5000D, absolutely stunning case. In a lot of ways, takes a lot of the things from the Lee & Lee 011 dynamic and just improves upon it. In terms of both making sure there's better airflow, just a lot of better some really great options in terms of just modularity. It has better room in terms of cable management and a bunch of other things, which you don't have to install 9 fans in this, but you could if you wanted to. So what we're gonna do real quick, go to our side camera and start. Oh, that camera is frozen. Let me fix it. I knew there was a problem here. Deactivate. Yeah, it is huge. If you're looking for a smaller option, and actually the build we're doing tomorrow is in it. It's the Corsair 4000D. We're doing a PC we're giving away is being done tomorrow. We're putting in, I don't know, some ridiculous, I think it's like 12 terabytes of storage in it. But yeah, we're using the Corsair 4000D for that build. So again, unscrewing that, taking that back off. One of the things that is nice about this case as well, which I really like, which is again, kind of like the Lee & Lee 011 dynamic, is that it does actually have a whole kind of thing to hide your cable management. It's removable. You don't have to do screws like the 011. And then again, the other thing that this also adds that I wish the 011 had is right here on the side is a direct connection to basically being able to pull air right from the side. So if you decide to side mount your fans, you have that option, and it's actually got a good place for pulling airflow with a nice, like probably a thicker dust filter. So if you're looking for options there's a ton of cooling options. We're actually going to be doing a pretty ridiculous water-cooled build inside of one of these cases. And I know you guys have been asking a lot about water-cooled builds. We have 5 of them now on the docket. So you guys, there are water-cooled builds coming. You guys are gonna get to watch them here on the channel. and I know you guys have been asking, so it's coming and not too far in the distant future. I think there's 2 in June alone. So yeah, including an SFF custom water cooled build in an NR200P. So yeah, you guys got some fun coming up. So it should be good. Okay, so we got that there. Pull our little dust filter off. Okay, so everything here in the back is ready. We're gonna do now, pull the other front off here. So again, it's nice little easy thumb screws. Pops off like that. There you go. And guys, we will be thermally testing this, running the specs, like doing all of the magic on this case. So you guys will see how this build performs in detail when we actually do it all on the YouTube. So you guys will see that in a couple weeks. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our 3 fans mounted to the front. They're gonna be QL fans. We're gonna mount those, and then we're gonna remove this black one in the back. So I'll go ahead and do that now. And just so you guys know, this case has been used before. It was used in one of our AMD series, so this is not a brand new Corsair 5000D. So we have used this case before. So if you're like, oh, that looks really, it's because we've used it. We always try and make them look as retail as possible, but this case actually has been used. Okay, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and throw in our 3 fans, QL120s. Again, these are probably, they're not the best performing fans. They are like, if you want quiet and lots of RGB control, that's really what these are. It'll be interesting to see how they perform in terms of when we do thermals in the case. And you know, we might do some more just because given what we have for options for this case. But yeah, so definitely pricey, and what you're paying for here is looks and quiet, but you're not necessarily the best performing. The LL120s, like I said, which are actually on sale right now, you can get a 3-pack for 90 bucks on Newegg today, and if you do exclamation point deals, you can check those out. Are some of the best performing, but not the quietest in terms of fans. But if you're looking for just good performance Corsair fans that also look nice, the LL120, specifically the white, are the best ones. And just from a number standpoint. So you can check those out, and they're on sale right now. Remember, if today, up until midnight, anything you buy on Newegg, you get up to 10% back in a promo code up to $500. So exclamation point deals has all that sort of stuff if you want to give a gander and potentially pick up some good stuff. The deal stuff is just some curated stuff that I did. If you're looking for things, it's a good time to buy because it's essentially the whole catalog's 10% off the entire, just through midnight tonight. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna go ahead and snip these cables real quick and get the peels done. This is like the one thing I don't like about these fans is that there's just extra peels here. The fans are actually new. There we go. Okay, there's that. There's that. There's that. Fan. There we go. And then on the other side, there we go. Okay, cool. There we go. All of our peels are done. Now, if you don't want to, just as a little hint, if you don't want to deal with the untwisty tying these, I have a tendency to just use wire cutters and just cut the wires. You know, if you're worried about cutting them and ruining the thing, you don't have to do this, but it's a lot faster than just undoing the twisty tie. There you go. Cool. Now let's grab our fan There's our other. Look for some fan. And there. There we go. I was looking for fan, specifically fan screws. Those for later. I don't need these. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and pull through up in the top left each one of our cables like so. Then make sure these are pulled. We're going to be doing intake at the front, obviously, but maybe not obvious to you, but I'm going to be. Just want to make sure I tell you, and I'll walk you guys through the airflow setup that we're going to be doing in this here pretty soon. Okay, just going at the top. I'm gonna, oh, that's a little too much. Okay, there we go. That went in a lot easier than I thought. Wow, sometimes WowStick struggles with the screws. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure the rear. Yeah, let's loosen this a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, there. In. Now, if you wanted to, just so you know, on this front panel, if you actually wanted to, you can remove the front panel from the case and install it that way. Like, you do not need to do them installed like how I'm doing it right now. There actually does have a little screw. You can basically just take this out, screw it on, and then replace it. But, you know, given from an ease of use standpoint on my case, 6 or 1/2 dozen the other, I'm just giving you the option should you want to do that. Okay. Now we go next set of next fan in. Only 3 of these to install. Just gonna get these started. Okay. I have a tendency to start in the corners. Main reason being is just so the screw holes line up. And then once I get the corners in, I'll go ahead and tighten it all the way down. There we go. Have you heard of the Li & Li that are supposed to have no cables? Yeah, the SL120s. We've used them quite a few times on the show, actually. They have one cable. You basically connect them. You actually connect them by just sliding them together, and then there's a single cable. You can do up to 4 daisy chained like that, and then you connect them all together at the with a single cable at the end. And then it comes with a hub that you can have up to 16 fans on a single hub, which is pretty cool. And then there's a new version of the Li & Li fans coming out here pretty soon as well. They showed off at CES. So we should see a new version as well that's coming out. And the one thing I like about the SL120s is not only are they easy, they're actually pretty good. They're pretty good high static pressure fans. They just don't have the RGB control, and they're relatively light in RGB, but the new ones that are coming out are going to kind of fix that. So it'll be good to see Corsair have some competition there, and maybe you'll see some price drop. But the SL120s are pretty pricey fans as well. They're not the cheapest fans either. Okay, there we go. Okay, so our fans are now all plugged in. We got one more rear fan we'll put in here in a bit. Once we're gonna get our motherboard in, but now all of our stuff is in. Let's pull our cables out. Make sure everything's good there. Okay, cool. So there's all our fan cables. We're gonna be having 2 hubs. We're gonna have the hub that comes with the AIO, and then we'll have the hub for the Capellix as well. So, I mean, sorry, for the QLs as well. Okay, so let's put this down and let's get our motherboard in. Going to top down. Okay. You could, if you wanted to, I could add side fans. All in all, I have, so just so you guys know, from here, we're gonna have 3 intake and 4 exhaust. It's gonna create what's called, it's a negative pressure situation, or it could be closer to slightly even. Again, these fans are not gonna be as powerful as the fans on the top, but so more than likely we will actually have a negative pressure situation in the case. So we'll have 3 intake and 3 exhaust. So we'll be exhausting through the top and intake through the front. We should still get plenty of airflow from the bottom in terms of for the actual GPU. The GPU will still get fresh air and will pull that stuff automatically. So we shouldn't end up with a GPU starve situation. Again, we will test this whole thing. We will test this whole thing when we actually put this case through testing. What some of the things we might do if we end up seeing a situation where the GPU is cooled is we will actually test removing this and sticking a single side fan down here at the bottom and see if that actually helps with GPU temps. Again, if we're seeing a GPU temps under load in the 70s, then we have no problem. But if we see it at higher in the 80s or 90s, then we actually might try doing some side fans just to see if that actually improves the overall GPU. And we'll tell you all that stuff when we go through the review in terms of what you may want to do in terms of improving your thermals overall. For CPU cooling, what we're going to have is going to be more than enough. And in fact, you actually might see a better GPU temp and similar CPU temps if I stuck at 240 AIO versus a 360 on this 11900K. So again, just some things going. Front IO, the case, yeah, sure, we can talk about that. We've got 2 USB 2, 2 USB 3, USB-C. We've got a reset button and a power button for your front IO there for your stuff from there. So pretty straightforward. It shouldn't have an issue. I expect we should be fine. But again, we're putting this case through the ringer. We want to make sure we have a really great guide, and so we'll make sure that it goes through a lot of testing. We want to tell you, we want to give you the best and optimal stuff for these things. So that's what we try to do. Okay, so let's drop our beautiful, look at this. Look at how good that's going to look. Look at that. That is going to look so good. Okay, so we've got our peg in there right here in the center. So that just goes in there nicely and plainly. Now what we're going to do is grab our fan, our motherboard screws. And I'm going to use a standard screwdriver for this because we got these weird little holes. There we go. And just because this is right here, I'm going to take this out. This is from our last connection thing. I'm going to do this and plug this in. This is our USB 3.2. There we go. Okay, up here at the top, we got a couple screws. Might zip tie these and clean. There we go. No, it does not. The magnetic screwdriver will not damage this at all. No. There is a fan going on the back. I just installed the motherboard first. Just because it doesn't, that way it doesn't get in the way, nothing like that. So I just install this first. Raul, that's not a very good idea. You just basically bottleneck the crap out of that 3090. Yes, USB 3.2. Yes, you are right. Okay. Fine. Correction. Okay, so I think we have all of our stuff is plugged in. There's no screw there, that's just a peg. We're good there. What we're gonna do now is let's go ahead and install our rear fan real quick. You guys can stop OCDing about that. We got our fan right here. There we go. Screwing in our fan here. There we go. Okay, guys, we're on our way to almost a halfway point of the build. There we go. Okay, so that's all in. Pull this up real quick. Let's put these straight through. Okay, so now that's all done. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now, just to keep things a little crazy, is I'm gonna go ahead and hook up our front panel connections, which are all down here and ready to go. So this is our HD audio. We're gonna plug that in down here. We got our fan hub fan header. That's gonna go right here. We've got all of our front panel connections. These are gonna go right here. And this is just power. And all the other stuff, we're gonna plug all this stuff in later, but we're gonna go and plug this stuff in since we have it right now. So flip this over. And our USB-C, I think it's actually managed in here. I don't think I had USB-C last time, so, oh, there it is. USB-C, we go right here. There we go. Okay, there's all our stuff, ready to go. Oh, it all fell out. Okay, well, HD audio can go in. Here's our fan cable. I'll show that here in a minute. I'll just show it in Zoom what I did. That's for our fan hub here. Man, Robey. There we go. Okay. I'm going to grab the front panels here. Ow. So we have reset, power switch and power plus. Power plus and minus. Okay, front panels, and then we're just gonna grab our USB-C. Okay, so what I plugged in, I'll zoom in real quick so you guys can see. So you got USB-C. This is our USB 3.2 Gen 2, or USB-C. Down here in the bottom right is our front panel connectors. This is power switch, reset switch, and power plus and minus. This is our fan header for our fan hub, which is back here. Then we've got our HD audio right here. So that's all plugged in. We're good to go there. Now let's put together our AIO. So we're in pretty good shape as it is. Our front panels are connected, and now we're just gonna get our AIO done. And then we'll do our, well, actually, before we do our AIO, let's go and grab our EPS CPU connection. We're gonna go ahead and connect that right now, real quick. So our AIO doesn't have any clearance issues. Not that I expect it to, but just to be safe. So we're gonna grab, right here, here's our EPS CPU, ready to go already. Put it top down. Plug this in right here. And then go ahead and pop it down so it's just ready to go. We don't have to worry about it being blocked by the AIO or anything like that. And there we go. See? Now that's all ready to go and we're good. Yeah, let's get all this stuff out of the way. We can set our motherboard, our case over here for its staging. Ugh. There we go. Okay, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our AIO and get it all built. There we go. Got our fans here. There we go. Now, because we're not going to be keeping this, we're not going to be sticking this permanently down. So unfortunately, that just means a little bit of weirdness. The cable management isn't going to be as great as I typically would because we're not going to waste the sticky. You know what I mean? Because it's going to get taken apart. There we go. Oh. There's that one. There we go. Is the AIO, so we've tested the Chromax one, the D15, and yes, if you with the right fans on this will do a better job of cooling than the D15 would, yes. A 360 would, yes. But you do have to modify the fans. And just because honestly the thermal conductivity of the glycol water mix is pretty good for cooling stuff. So that's why. Oh, let's go ahead. Oh well, we're gonna put more stuff in this later, so I'm just gonna stick this off to the side for now. But let's get it built. I want this to go like this. I forgot to get my screws out. That's pretty good. There's our fans. Forgot to get my screws out. Screws out. That's the M4. It was way down there. Okay. Let's get these on. And I have a tendency to just start in the corners here. And don't tighten them all the way, just get them started. Then once I get all of the screws in, I'll tighten them all down. Tooling on these, specifically on this AIO, is pretty easy. You don't have to do too much to force them in. They really upgraded the tooling. That's just how easy it is to screw things in from previous versions of these AIOs. I really like this latest edition of their coolers, their H100s and H150s, sorry. Builds just for us to test. We're gonna do a full review on the Corsair, do thermal testing, all sorts of things like that, just to give it a full go. And also so you guys can see benchmarks if you're looking for this particular build. You also so you can see GPU and CPU performance of this particular, if you wanted to build this PC, exactly how it would perform on standard RTX games, plus Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Apex. So a lot of times why I do these in these ultimate review guides is to show thermals, what the case comes with, and then also hey, here's what a build would look like inside of it. So, and then that'll come out in YouTube a little bit later. So the stream is just the build. I mean, it's like 30, 40 hours of testing on these cases. Yeah, it's all white for the most part, yeah. And a chat, that's right. Is there a cable behind the right fan? No. Thank you for warning me. Yeah, that's a great, I mean, a 5800X is just know that you're gonna have to cool the crap out of that CPU. So make sure if you can do a 360 AIO in that, with that particular, or a really nice air cooler in an air-cooled case, because that CPU has a tendency to thermal throttle a lot, a 5800X. No, the fans on this are the new, they're called ML120 Pros. They're not for sale, and the only way to get them is with this AIO. They are better than the fans I put in the case, which is why I'm keeping them on the AIO. A little bit of a different lighting profile, but I really want to make sure there's optimal cooling for the CPU. So I kept it. Okay, I'm gonna keep all this stuff off to the side, and let's get this mounted. Kozif, the P500A, the P600S, the Corsair 5000D Airflow, Fractal Meshify S2 are all great airflow cases. Cooler Master TD500 is another one for the 3090. Any one of those would be great. Okay, guys, let's get this out of the way. Let's see. Okay, let's go to side camera. We're gonna get this mounted. Actually, one thing I'm going to do before I do that, so you guys can see it, is I will go ahead, just for the ease of, grab my tiny, where's the bigger one? This. My tiny bag of so what I do, just to make controlling this a little bit easier, is zip tie these together. There we go. There we go, and there we go. Okay, so now we can go to Cam Link here. Actually, let's go to side camera, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here. I plug this into the CPU, like that. Like that. I'm going to take this long cable and go and run it through. That's our pump. And these are pretty long. And again, I kind of, this is why I zip tie them, is because you can shove them through here. They're kind of all clumped already. Pull them all through, just like that. This is why we do our UPS CPU. There we go. See, that's why we always do our CPU one first. And then what I do is I just start at the top and screw in the two corners. Not all the way tight yet, just enough so I can basically now have the AIO mounted. Oh gosh darn it. Every once in a while. Feed. There we go. Okay, now I've got it mounted. It'll stay. There we go. Nope, do not want that. There we go. Just making sure we got clearance there. Big honkin' AIO. Okay, we're good there. Okay. Now I can finish, go to top down, put this down a little bit. Move this over. And get this rest of these screwed in real quick. See, that was like gone. Okay, let's not use that one. What did I do with that? Where did I lose that? I lost it. Oh, there it is. I actually haven't got to use it, Curry, like the pure base. I have a couple, I have like a Be Quiet build coming up, which I'm actually pretty excited, but I haven't actually got to use a lot of Be Quiet cases. So I've heard good things, but I haven't used it myself, so it's hard for me to recommend without using it. But I've heard good things, and I'm sure there's plenty of reviews. But I know my tech specialists recommend them, so, and Be Quiet makes good stuff. It's where the Wow Stick comes in handy. Love the Wow Stick here. It makes this job so much easier. Wow Stick. Oopsie. And there we go. Last screw. Okay, so all that's done. We're gonna grab our dust filter. Switch the direction. I wish I want to go this way. Okay, dust filter's on. And now we can mount our AIO. Last one. Okay, grab our Wow Stick. Start pattern. Thermal paste is pre-applied, guys, just so you know. So I know some of you always ask that question, but there's thermal paste on the AIO already. Okay, our AIO's installed, front panels are in. Actually cooking in pretty good shape here. Okay, let's get all our little extra bits for our We are 148 to 150, guys. We're on our way. We're getting ready to head into the, getting ready to get into giving away a CPU, guys. So why don't we get those last two, let's get those last two, subs done, and let's do the next part of the giveaway. Let's get that stuff going. How we doing? We having fun? Everybody having a good time? The build's going really well. I'm gonna pull this last cable through and then just checking in on you guys and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so we're going from there. There we are, 149, one more, guys, and then we'll start moving towards a 5600X. Let me pull this little bad boy up here real quick. Pull this up while we're at it too. And then I'll sit and chat with you guys for a little bit. We move into phase, kind of closing phases of this build. Trying to get this last cable. There we go. This is like, this last cable is this cable to go up. There we go, 152. Wow. There we go, finally. Not usually that problematic. Okay. Okay. Do the top down, and then we'll chat for a little bit and update that. Hey, CKCC dropping 50. Wants to give away that 5600X for sure. By the way, guys, you should definitely thank CKCC because he cannot win any of this stuff, so he's literally just doing this just to be supportive. Oh, okay. There we go. Actually, pull that one off. Yeah, the tough gaming. Yeah, we did a build in a tough gaming case not that long ago, actually, and it was like people were really impressed with those cases. I'm just gonna put this on here. And this is just to keep it clean and give it a little bit of visual here with the white little thumb thing, which is, I mean, the white little. Cool. Okay. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. Let's update the giveaway. Everybody having fun? Everybody having a good time? We're at 204 now. So on our way, 150 away from giving away a 5600X. I'm glad it's always fun here. Okay, let's go ahead and update the giveaway. We have 204. There we go. Next update is going in there. Hey, good. How's it going? Cool. I'm glad everybody's having a good time. Thank you so much for hanging out and all that sort of stuff. Wait for the end and follow. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Cool Agency. Everybody having fun? Let's go. Everybody's like having fun and they're going, yeah, it's good. It's good. I'd walk through fire for one, huh? Yeah. Where can I buy the new PSU scented candle? We're working on it. Hey, Xbox Trigun Ninja, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you. Thanks very much, guys. Hey, I love you too. Awesome. I'm glad everybody is going in there. Is the R? Yes, the R's been weird. Make sure that comes back on. Being weird recently. They've been shutting off for some reason. We're not sure why, but it's back on. So we're good. Woo. Okay, well, we are now in an interesting spot. What we're gonna do is turn this over, get all of the RGB plugged in for all of the fans. We've got 2 groups of fans that we gotta get kind of connected here. Hey, whoa, so I missed a super chat. Let's check out what that was. Thank you very much for the super chat. How long till the choo-choo? Probably about 20 minutes. Hey, $50 from Kaizen. Thank you. Hello to you too, Kaizen. Appreciate that. You the only thing looking good. Appreciate that, man. So far the build is going well, and we are going to be doing a really great build with CKCC. Crazy. Dual 3090, water-cooled, dual system build, all in a single case, all in the E3 Pro 2. So you guys have some really great content to look forward to in June. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. So yeah, that should be really, really nice. I do build PCs for people around the world. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over. Let's go ahead and start hooking this stuff up. Oh man, this is so much fun. This build's gonna come out so nice. Right now it's a little bit messy, but that's an easy fix. Okay, remember, I'm gonna do some light connecting, putting some light stuff on here just to get it plugged in. But we're gonna take our fans, we're gonna take all this stuff. Now this is all AIO, and this is not. AIO, and on that farm he had a Corsair Capellix. AIO. Okay, so we're gonna plug that in right there. Oh, let's go to top down so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. It's beer time. Not here, it's not, because I want to make sure the PC works. I don't think building and drinking, I mean, some people are probably better at it than I am. I don't trust myself. Okay, so we're gonna take 3 of these. We're gonna do all of this stuff on separate connections in this case. You could, if you did all the same fans, do it all together, but the hub requires you to use the same fan types. So, though the power, like the hub power, like using the fan for this is not a big deal. Okay, so there's that. There we go, and then we're gonna take these. Uno, dos, tres. There we go, there's 3 there. Those are all hooked up. Okay, so there's all of our, that's all our AIO. AIO is all done. Plugged in, there we go. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these. These are our fans for our, basically the QLs. So we have Ichi. Let's grab all these here. Run these through here. All these cables. There's a little hole right here. There we go. There's more here. There we go there. There we go. Okay. Let's grab our fans here. There's Ni. San. Then we have Shi. There's that. There's those 4. Okay, so there's all the fans there, and then these are our RGB hubs. We have 4 of these. I'm gonna grab my hub for this real quick. Again, we're gonna try and not waste the, well, I have a lot of these pads, but we're gonna try and not waste the sticky. I need to buy a bunch of like dual sticky stuff. So I can use this and then just take it off. Might do some of that. Might order some pads, that way we can not waste the pads that come with this. Okay, so here we go. We got N, D, trois, and where's quatre? Quatre? Here we go. So 4 of those. There you go, in 4 different languages. How was that for fun? Okay. Counting to 4 in 4 different 3 different well, yeah, I did English too. Yeah, some 3M double-sided tape just to have the stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of cable management here. Français, yeah, je parle français un peu, and then I knew Japanese, I know French, I know German, and I know a little bit of Spanish. So those are the languages that I know very, very little of. Not anywhere near what you would need to be able to be fluent, but so yeah. Sacre bleu. Bonjour. Yes. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Yeah, sprechen Sie Deutsch? My favorite thing to say in German is Süßen Gurken Autobus, which means sweet pickles bus. I just love the way that sounds. Süßen Gurken Autobus. Ein Bier bitte. Yes. Yeah, some people are like, yes, ein Bier. Je t'aime. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay. What is so sacred about blue? What is your favorite R game? What does R game mean? Sorry. Sí habla español. But not very well. Like I said, I know a little of a lot of languages just having traveled all over the world, but yeah. Did I miss the 150 mark? Yes, we did. We don't, guys, remember the giveaways, they stack. They grow, they don't stack. So I don't give away like a $150 Newegg gift card and then a 5600X. As you do more subs, the giveaways just get better. Does that make sense? So it's not that I don't do like crazy because I would go broke. So again, most of the money I make off of Twitch, well, a large part of the money, that's not most, a large part of the money I make off of Twitch goes so we can do these giveaways. Okay. So I need to get some 3M stuff just so I can put this stuff down and, I'm gonna just do it, whatever. Let's do it. I'm gonna cut this in half and then do it for both of them. So. Hey, Zypher, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, man. So what we're doing here is we're just going to put the 2 hubs. So that's our hub for this. So let's get these kind of under control here. Cable management fun right here. Okay, let's grab these now. And this is going to be the tough one because this one just basically needs to just come down and I'm not going to be too crazy about the cable management here, just enough to make sure it looks clean. I'll move the screen over. I'll move it over. Sorry, guys. There you go. That better? Okay. And then what I'm doing here is just basically making a single kind of path coming out of this. Pretty straightforward. Do something clean here. Always the fun. Sad thing is that once I do this every time, and then I get to the point where I'm like, oh, the whole thing gets covered by that white. Okay, so this is just gonna get wrapped into this down here. First, I'm gonna get these under control. Let's go ahead and do. Okay, now what we do is now we've got all of this stuff kind of in their control place. What I'm gonna do now is just kind of pull it down into a large just clump here. Not pulling too tight on any one cable here. But again, you're just trying to make like that, almost like that spinal cord of cables here. It's just easy to just kind of pull it. Once you get it kind of into a place, it's like 90 degrees. You just kind of pull it nice and straight and down. And it'll just kind of straighten itself out and looks really nice. Just like that, see? You should have a command. Oh, I missed that. I have a command. Thank you very much for all those gifted subs. We're getting close to the next one. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got kind of everything grouped. We'll do one more down here, and then everything's just kind of in a nice clean spot. And then we just got to do this. We just got to do one more for the other one. Okay. Again, we'll clump all this stuff when we're finished. Just got to do this one now. Okay, guys, cooldown's complete. Hype train is officially unlocked. As we're looking for that second hype train, this is again, we're giving away 1 terabyte just to celebrate Newegg being on the NASDAQ as NEG. So this is like one of those things that I love-hate relationship with new cables. So Hype Rock, Hype Train is there. To the moon, guys. How high can we go? Okay, now what we're gonna do is just gonna get this. So I did that just to create the bends there that I want to use for this cable stuff. And I'm just gonna basically control these into a single. Get this wrapped up and Nice clean clump of cables here. This is going to go over here. There we go. Be easy. There we go. Hype train has begun. Thank you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is. There we go. Go. See. Okay, guys, level 4. Let's take a break here real quick because we're really close to being done with this build. And let's just say thank you to all the people who are going to support now. So anyway, very much 10 Volsven, thank you very much for the subscription. Burke CG, thank you for the 1 gifted sub. Red Dragon dropping up his 100 bits. Archon, 2 gifted community subs, thank you very much Archon. CKCC dropping 1,000 bits as well. Drinking in Canada, 1 gifted sub, thank you very much for you as well. That's taking us to level 5, guys. There we are now at level 5. I think. Froggy, thank you very much for the bit. Appreciate that. And then let's see what else. Oh, no, we're just now hitting level 5. Thank you again, all those guys. Remember, guys, we have 1 week left. If you want to get in on that RTX 3070 giveaway, we're giving away 2 of them to 2 lucky subs here on Twitch. The way you get in on that, if you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Drop your free Prime subscription. Free Prime, potentially walk away with the GPU. And if you want to get extra entries from that, don't worry. CKCC, Drafaz, Vega, all of those have already won. So they're good for a year. So you still have a very good chance of actually winning. They're just being amazing supporters. And so you can potentially walk away with a GPU with gifting subs or subscribing at Tier 2, Tier 3. Thank you very much to Sternum1999 for that. For those gifted subs, you are amazing. I appreciate you. Longtime supporter as well. There we are, level 5. CKCC dropping 25 more gifted subs as a GOAT for today. I feel like Psycho and Vega have just been like, yeah, we're out. Zero Heat. Thank you very much for your 5 gifted community subs as well. So thank you very much, Zero Heat. Burke CG dropping his 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you very much, Burke. Boston 419, thank you for your gifted community sub. And as well, YouTube, if you want to drop super chats, I will shout those out as well. If you just want to be part of the support action, this is just kind of a big time in terms of when everybody supports as well, guys. We are now at 274 subs, getting close to that. I think Fuji dropping his subscription at Tier 2 for 11 months. Thank you very much, Fuji. Xbox Trigun Ninja, 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate you as well. Thank you very much for all that stuff. But yeah, as you guys are all awesome. Nicode Graph, thank you very much for your 1 gifted sub. We're at 840%. 2 minutes left, guys. Can we hit 1,000% both times tonight? That'd be huge. Oh, I appreciate it, COD. I'm glad you're a fan. Put side fans if it has negative pressure. So you could, but again, negative pressure actually does a better job of pulling heat out of the case. You do have a potential dust problem, but overall, there's nothing wrong with negative pressure in the case. You just got to make sure that your GPU isn't starved for air, which is one of the things we'll do in our testing. But yes, we would add a single exhaust on the side if we wanted to. Silhouette, thank you very much for your 3 months of Tier 1. Skip33, thank you very much. Script311, thank you for Prime. Welcome to the family. It looks like I missed one more there. Let me see if I can come back to it. John Phillips 217, 5 gifted subs. You are incredible as well. Christian McHale, 1 gifted sub as well. Thank you very much for that, Christian. Appreciate you. What are the specs? We're running a 11900K at 3070, 32 gigs of RAM. Archon, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs. 1,000%. 2 minutes left, guys. What's up? How are you doing, Killer King? Good. $4.99 from David Blankney. Thank you very much for your $4.99 as well. Appreciate you. Van Helsing, 2 months at Tier 3. Appreciate you. Tier 3, that is huge. That's a very, very big supporter. RJ Guy, welcome. Subscribe for 1 month at tier 1. We're getting close to our 1 year as monetized anniversary as we see those 11 months and stuff like that as well. So thank you very much. 11%, guys. Can we keep going? We're 53 subs away from giving away a 5600X. Panda of Love, you'll know it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for another probably 30-40 minutes. So yeah. Alvin Mose, who has? I'm curious. Who has the bits? Now, if you have the new bit emotes, can anybody use them, or just do you only have access to them if you've given them away? Like, who has the bit emotes? I saw some 10K people as well. I saw a couple 1K. So hey, A Breezy, thank you very much for this. CKCC has them. There you go. CK's got the 15K and 10K. The 25K will be there tomorrow. Sorry, by next week, guys. So there's a 25K one as well. So there we go. Red Dragon Zombies got them. Those are awesome. Those are new. What Airflow Connie? I don't know what that means. So yeah, I know Red Dragon had them too. So 25K is coming. I don't know if anybody's unlocked that yet, but it is coming. So we will have that soon. It's Rainbow RGB. 20 seconds left, guys. Thank you very much for everybody who supported both in the super chats and in the emotes. And in the subs. You guys are incredible. You guys are awesome. Coco Panda, welcome to the family. Subscribing with Prime. Thank you for all those follows as well. 808 people watching on Twitch right now. We have 1,360 total. Hype train is done. What do you guys say? Let's say we finish the build and go from there. Such strong support. Zyre the Great, thank you very much for your sub. And subscribing for 3 months. Appreciate you. Okay, guys, going back to this, let's finish getting these connections done. You can see that we're close in terms of our cable management. We're not going to be too crazy, because frankly, we don't need to be. We're still going to make it look nice. And right now, I think part of the reason it doesn't look as nice as it should is because we've got just got a lot of that is getting plugged in later. We've just got a lot of extra stuff right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I think what I'm going to do. Let's run these and get these done. These are our 2 USB for our 2 hubs. Power, but real quick, it's just, the main reason it doesn't look as good as it does is it has all these little things that are sticking up. How many zip ties did I kill making cable management? And you always want to be careful here, guys, because you don't want to cut cables. So I'm always like super careful when doing this. There you go. Much cleaner now. I think we got them all. Yeah, there it is. Much cleaner now. Okay, let's hook up those 2 USB and then we'll get those cable managed. And then we're actually in really good shape. Because this is all power, so flip this over real quick. Okay, so we have 1 USB right here. And our other one right here. Okay, so those are all plugged in now. So all of our connections are done. Okay, let's get them all 3 done here and just finish the cleanup over this. There you go. And this is all power stuff that we'll run later. We're just going to put them all in the same place. So a little easy cleanup here. And this right here. There we go. Okay. There you go. Okay, so build is good. All our power is routed to one place, so I have everything plugged in right here. There's all of our extra stuff right there. All of our cables, we have plenty of room for our shroud. All of our stuff is good there. Throw a little bit of extra garbage away. And let's put in our GPU. Yeah, let's, oh, forgot about this. Let's get this done. Okay, let's flip this over. Build looks nice and clean. It's just basically ready for its little extras at this point in time. Okay, looks nice. Okay, let's unscrew our GPU here. There's shy a GPU screw here. Luckily, I have a bunch of these. I don't know what happened to it. Gotta grab a might be our best bet, okay? Okay, sorry, just grabbing a screw. Seem to be shy one here. Okay. Okay, GPU time, guys. It's everybody's favorite time. Everybody loves GPU time. Everybody gets to like look at the pretty. Okay, let's go to side camera. Actually, we can probably do it right here in the main cam. Go to the let's just do it here. Okay. Yeah, we'll get the width. I don't know about the width test, but here's the beautiful white GPU right here. Okay. Now don't forget, the one thing you get when you get a white GPU, according to ASUS, is you get this beautiful Super Bowl ring. An ASUS Super Bowl ring. Look at that. There it is right there. You can wear this with pride because you got this giant, I don't know why they give you this, but you do. Yeah, you get a big silver ring with your GPU. All right, let's grab our GPU out of here. I think I've already, I'm not sure. I think this has been opened. I'll find out. I think I've opened this one. Yeah, I think this is all peeled. I think luckily we don't have to spend 10 hours peeling. This thing has a lot of peels. Okay, let's pull this off. Yeah, this has all been peeled, which is great. Yay! So you guys don't have to worry about peeling. I know you really love it when you watch me peel for like 10 hours. Okay. Okay, so there's our GPU. Ready to get installed already. There it is right there. Beautiful. I know you guys are excited. It's going to look great in here. There it is. Look at that. Okay. Okay. How does that look? Well, the thing is that the case is the GPU itself is actually swooped. So the GPU is actually like a swooped look versus a so the top is straight, but the GPU itself is a little bit, yeah. Okay, let's go and grab our cables. I guess I didn't use, don't have cable combs on them. That surprises me. My least favorite part right here, just because the go. There we go. Just putting all of our stuff on. Whoa, hey, how'd you do that? There we go. One more. Okay. How are we doing on likes on YouTube, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Okay, so here we go. 528, guys. Remember, we got to get to 700. Okay, I got to do this weird thing. Sorry about that. So we're going to do the side view here. We got to get to 700, guys, for the giveaway. There you go. I really hate this grommet situation on these. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, now let's get our GPUs done. Okay. Okay, there we go. Putting our GPU GPU controls in. GPU. Cable combs. Thank you very much. Glad you guys are enjoying the build. Getting very close to having it done. Okay, so now get this other one in. There's that one. Okay. There we go here. $316 subs today, guys. Thank you very much for all your support. We're gonna give away a $150 Newegg gift card unless we get another 30-something subs. I don't think CKCC needs to do that. I think he should. It is pretty, I agree. Don't worry, guys. Like I said, in a couple weeks, you guys will see the full review of this build with benchmarks, all that sort of stuff. Once he tests it, I'll jump on stream and give you guys updates. You guys will know on stream. But we are doing, like I said, this is part of our ultimate review series. So we will actually be doing full reviews of this stuff and all that sort of stuff. So you guys will know not only how it looks, not only does it look good, but how it performs in general. So if you end up wanting to spend the money on this and buying all this stuff, you can. And you'll know what you're getting and how it's going to perform. Okay, there you go. What is this getting stuck on? Why is this being so weird? Okay, there you go. There you go. Front of the build is done. That's what the build will look like when it's finished, which I think looks good. Okay, now we have next. Finish this. Not a whole lot left to do. Build looks good here, even in the back. Grab our power supply. I love this power supply. Just looks really nice. Here it is right there. Woo! Again, working on that candle. Working on that Yankee candle. It's coming. Let's see where it is. I think I have it on here. It might be in my side camera. Here it is. This one? Yeah, there it is. The new Yankee candle we got coming right here. There it is right there. You guys are gonna be ready. Okay, so there we go. We did our sniff. Not a lot I need for this. We need our I love these cables, actually. So out of this, we need PSU. We need this one. Then we need CPU. There it is right there. Let's use this one, though. Go. Okay, and then we need a SATA, which is right here. Should be 3. We're good there. And then we need our 2 VGA. Here's one. That's a CPU. Whoa. CPU. That's one. There's our other one. There we go. Okay, so that should take care of it. That's all our cables. Okay, so plug in our, scoot this over, put a top down. 850 watts. So remember, again, what we're going to do is we are going to be testing this with the 3080 as well, just to test it, just so you guys, we can do performance numbers on both. So we're going to be throwing in a EVGA FTW3, so that's why we have an 850 watt power supply, just so we can run numbers for both. There's our peripherals. VGA. I'm going to separate these out. VGA. And Oh crud, did I really? Yeah, I grabbed another. I didn't grab a VGA. I grabbed another GPU. I was like, oh, it's weird. It came with 3. Yeah, it's because it didn't. It came with 2. I was just dumb. Okay. Actually, let's grab this one. Okay, it's our CPU. Okay, now what we're gonna do is just use this to kind of first start the... Okay. Just looking for CPU screws. There they are. Okay, now we have everything. Okay, let's get screws in real quick. Grab our wow stick. Wow stick. Okay, there we go. Time to finish this build, guys. Urgh. Finish this. Finish him. That's one of our dad jokes from earlier. Okay, so let's grab our 4 here. Plug these in. There's that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, there's that. There's not like a lot of room, I feel like if I do that, it'll be okay. I might be able to put more into this, so let's see what I can do here. There we go. No, I want to shovel this down. Put this down. Okay, what did I do with there? Do it the right way, Robes. So what I'm doing here is I just basically create like these little shards of power supply cable, and it just makes it so you can just kind of tuck them down. I just use, I mean, the thing about this is like it's really nice. Like I like this. It's like nice cable. So just doing this, and what it does is just allows me to just kind of shove them down, and so they look nice and managed, and then out of the way. And you can even move this one. There you go. So there's that one out of the way. Okay, next we got our CPU. Goes way up here in the top left. Kind of same thing. Run them. Then I'm going to create a little shard here. Like that. Shove it down. You have a nice clean look there. Again, not a lot of room. Same thing now. GPU. The big thing is we just want to make sure there's a lot of motion. And the good thing is about these these cables, like there's just not going to be a ton of issue because you have a lot of movement on these. But I'm giving each connection a full-blown, full rail, so to speak, I guess is the right term. I don't know. I'm learning the lingo. Okay, I don't want this to be two. I want that to be. Okay, there we go. Nice tight bun there. Cables. Okay, there we go. Let's check the front, make sure that we're good in terms of motion. This PC should be done. Gonna make sure our front looks good. Okay. I don't lose stuff. Just have a tendency to just quickly, or flip this over, put things away. Okay. Let's flip this over real quick. Just make sure that GPU cables look good. Okay, there we go. Our build is good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now, seal the back. This is going to go like this. Now it's going to go from cable managed to really cable managed. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. And front. How are we doing on likes on YouTube? Dust filters are already on, guys. Already put them on. So top dust filter, here you go. So here's top down. You can actually see the dust filters on. There it is right there. So there's the top dust filter, and then go to the cam link, and then you can see the front dust filters on too. So there you go. Both dust filters are actually on. Okay. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Did we hit 661, guys? We need 30 more likes on the YouTube video. You do the last giveaway for YouTube too, guys. Let's go hit over there and hit that like. Okay, on, and there it is. And there is your build. That looks super good. There we go, 737. Turn the light. There you go. Ugh. You guys can see it from the front a little bit. Okay, I'll turn the lights down. Did the T go off now? Oh, they're both off. Okay, we'll shut the lights on. There you go. Okay, here you go. Let me find my... One second. There you go. Oh, come on, T. Stop being weird. Okay, so let's talk about this. So we're gonna get ready to start the giveaways here pretty quick. I'm gonna go ahead and give you. I'll put it over on the side camera here in a minute. I just want to remind you real quick before we go to the giveaways. Couple things. The AIO fan is not working right. The AIO fans are fine. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're working perfectly fine. They're slow. They just run slow. And it does post, by the way. Everything is posted. I can hit, let me go to capture. I think it works. Well, we gotta put an OS and stuff on it. We will. But it should pop up here in just a second. Hopefully. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. There you go. So it's posted. You can see all the M.2s on there. There's your new CPU installed, all that sort of stuff as well. You are good there as well. Okay. So a couple things I want to remind you of because we're getting really close to the end of the giveaway here. Couple things. One, Do not forget, tonight, exclamation point deals, Newegg, they're giving 10% in gift cards back up to $500. So you can get up to 50 bucks back if you spend up to $500 on there. I put the deals on there. You can check out what some of the things are. You're going to want to get those. You're going to want to give those a go, especially if you're today, if you're wanting to upgrade RAM, memory. There's a bunch of really good specials. The 5800X is on a really good deal right now if you're looking for a CPU, etc. And again, that ends at midnight tonight. So check that out. Go shopping. See if there's anything. It's a good time to actually purchase PC parts because NVMe SSDs are on sale, RAM is on sale, the ROG Dark Hero motherboard's actually in stock and an MSRP. Corsair LL fans are on sale. So again, give it a go, give it a check, and go from there. X803, man, thank you very much for all of those subs, dude. That's huge. Thank you for dropping those in. He really wants to give that 5600X away. So again, guys, that's happening right now. You have until midnight, $2. Eric, thank you very much for that, man. Appreciate the $2 super chat. So that is still happening. Go give it a go. If you want to basically, it happens till midnight PST, which is another 3.5 hours from now. So a couple other things. We're going to be doing the giveaways in just a few minutes. And then we hit 352. So now we're on our way towards a 3060 Ti. If you guys, well, I'll put it up there. Why not? We'll put it up there. You guys want to do, we're now, oh, sorry, 5800X is next. Sorry. We're on our way to a 5800X. That's at 500, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're at 352. Okay, so now we're moving towards the 5800X. Thank you very much. So yeah, we are giving away a 5600X. We're on our way to our 5800X now. After this, once we're done with the giveaways, we actually go and raid somebody. If you're over on Twitch, I really ask you to just stick around, give a follow, just watch for 10-15 minutes. You might find somebody you actually really enjoy and stick around for the whole thing. But here's the deal, guys. It makes their night. We've made people cry. We've made people shake. We've made people excited. It is a huge thing for us to take an amazing community that's this large and go raid somebody who's not used to basically having this stuff and giving them an opportunity to kind of enjoy the same audience that I get a chance to. If you're over at Twitch, twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, come on over and then be part of the raid. It'd be a huge thing and you could really make somebody's day. And same thing if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech. Come on over to Twitch. Let's try and make somebody's day awesome, especially if we have 1,500 people watching right now. We're gonna do the 2 giveaways. Basically, you gotta reach out to Blondie. Don't spam. We've had somebody last week who spammed and wasn't able to claim their prize, and they were super mad because it was like a GPU. So definitely don't spam. You only need to put in the command once, maybe twice. After that, you don't need to do it, because if you do that, you're gonna be super mad if you're not able to win the 5600X. So anyway, guys, we're gonna do the giveaway here in just a few seconds. Do the giveaway here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna put this over on the side view so you guys can get a little bit of a better view, and then we'll run all our giveaways and go from there. Frame that up. But first, let's start this one. The first one's gonna be, everybody say thank you, YouTube, and thank you, Twitch. Everybody say thank you, YouTube, and thank you, Twitch, because you guys were the heroes and unlocked these first 2. We're giving away a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. We're gonna draw 2 names. 2 names from this, and then each person will win an NVMe SSD. So here we go, right here. Entry point for this is exclamation point community, exclamation point community. Starting that right now. 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. Let's go to our side view and get this lined up for you. Exclamation point community. There you go, you can get some nice, there's a really nice view of the build for you. Oh, it's frozen. Let me fix that. Stupid camera. There you go. There's a great view of the build. You want to check it out? Okay, we're gonna be raiding somebody. Just seeing what Blondie's gonna go find somebody to raid. 44 seconds left, guys. Also, as a reminder, there's another stream tomorrow. We're going to be building a PC with like 12, 14 terabytes, well, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 terabytes of NVMe storage tomorrow. We're going to be doing 7 terabytes of NVMe storage tomorrow. We're installing 6 NVMe's in a 10900K system with an RTX 3080. We're going to be giving that system away. So that's tomorrow, starting at 5:30. That is we're going to be sponsored by Intel. That's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to want to tune in for that. Get details on how to win that. That drawing will happen in the next couple weeks as well as just hanging out and doing another PC build and talking about deals and all that other stuff as well. Yep. Okay, guys. Here we go. Drawing our winners now. Okay, congratulations to Loveblot over on Twitch and Hutch FPS over on Twitch. Congratulations, Loveblot and Hutch FPS over on Twitch. You guys are the winners of the 2 1 terabyte NVMe's. Okay, guys, time for the last giveaway. We're going to be giving away 5600X. That's going to be the last giveaway of the night. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to be rating. We're going to be rating Beardly Man, who's going to be playing Mass Effect, which is my favorite game series of all time. So we're going to be rating Beardly Man. And again, I'd love to have, if 1,000 people watching right now on Twitch, would love to have 1,000 of you come and help raid this awesome individual. Okay, Entry Boy, everybody say thank you, Newegg. Everybody say thank you, Newegg. Obviously, Newegg, massive sponsor, makes stuff like this happen all the time. Huge supporter of our show. So everybody say thank you, Newegg. Let me get this giveaway set up. Okay. So we're going to be giving away a Ryzen 5 5600X. Starting that giveaway right now. Exclamation point Newegg now. Exclamation point Newegg now. Exclamation point Newegg now is the entry for this. So yeah, that's the entry point. Exclamation point Newegg now. There we go. We got 2 minutes left, guys. Absolutely incredible build today. Thank you very much to over 1,500 concurrent people who watched today. That's probably 10 or 11,000 people who tuned in over the course of the entire show. Still wrapping it up early. I mean, I really took my time. We went through deals and all sorts of stuff, and we still got the build done with cable management. I'm sure my tech specialists are hugely impressed with my skills and stuff. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for all the new follows today. We're coming up on 350,000 views. Not bad for our first year. You guys are all incredible. I want to say big shout out to CKCC, X803, Xbox, all those guys who gave subs today. CKCC 135 subs today, which is cute, which is absolutely crazy. And all from that. And again, the build for today was a 11900K RTX 3070. It's got 2.5 terabytes of NVMe storage, 360 millimeter AIO from Corsair, 850 watt PSU. We've got a semi-negative pressure situation inside the case with 4 exhausts, 3 intake, and a partridge in a pear tree. I don't think capitals matter. No, I don't think caps matter. So we got everything in there as well. When and where can we see the test results? Just tune in on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Robeytech. You will see Corsair 5000D Ultimate Review, just like the P200A, which we just released this week. We'll be releasing the Deep Cool Matrix that we built last week. That'll be out on Tuesday, so I'm guessing this will be out the week after, and you'll be able to see all the stuff. So just follow along on YouTube, like, subscribe. We're gonna have all that information there. So we have a pretty extensive test we're gonna do to this one. So, okay, guys, pulling our winner. Congratulations to Angelo Batista do Nascimento over on YouTube. Angelo Batista do Nascimento. Congratulations, you are the winner of a 5600X. Okay, guys, we're gonna raid Beardly Man, Please stick around. Let's make their day special. If you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, super appreciate you tuning in. We are back tomorrow for another crazy build. This one we're going to be giving away, so you're definitely going to want to check it out. It's in the Corsair 5000D. Love you. You're amazing. And we will see you tomorrow. Starting that right now. Please stick around. Beardly Man. Beardly Man. Beardly Man. Playing Mass Effect. He's got 17 people. Here we go, guys. Starting that right now. How many people can we get? 250, 350, 450, 550, 650. Where are you guys? Okay, 630 people. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great night. YouTube and twitch.tv/Newegg, you're amazing. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.